Today I'm going to take you on a journey of litter cleanup. We have the bag right here. I'm leaving my apartment building and I'm going to go down to those railroad tracks over there, which are typically a prime time spot to go do the job. It is so easy to clean a bag of trash and make your community better. It's kind of silly, so I'll meet you out there. I'm assuming that a lot of the railroad track litter is homeless people. A lot of litter in a lot of places is typically homeless people. And besides that, people seem to walk up and down the area to get from point A to point B, because I guess you don't have to go off the main road. So I don't really understand why that's the case, but what we're gonna do is sneak on through the gates outside the complex, and you can see obviously this area is in need. You got the shopping cart on the ground, which is a sure sign of frankly, of homeless people, and also a couple more right back here. And there may even be someone who camps out down that way, but that is not where I'm going. We are going to go back over here. Now, these train tracks are the Brightline train tracks. The Brightline is an awesome train. It is very new. It feels like you're on an airplane. They have those little trays that flip up and down, and a lady comes around asking you if you want peanuts, maybe a beer, whatever you like. And they're expanding it from Miami all the way up to Orlando. So the Brightline is a fantastic experience. Also, fun fact, one of the most dangerous trains in the game. It kills more people a year than any other train because it goes very fast. And it's also a for-profit train, very interestingly. And we have our first piece of litter of the day, this A&W root beer. So what you can do, and what I do, is I take the bag, I'm gonna open it up. I got this at my local farmer's market, a place called Bednar's. So they have these cool little biodegradable bags, and the ingredients are prime because the farm is not too far from here in the Florida Everglades. And so you know that the stuff you're eating not only tastes better, not only is healthier for you, but the stuff is also good for the environment. A lot of factory farms use all sorts of different kinds of pesticide, which is really bad for you. Look at these, all these Modelos out here. And not only are they bad for you when they build up in your system, but also the pesticides are insanely damaging to a lot of wildlife populations, including bees, etc. So I do go to Bednar's whenever I get the chance, because I know that I can trust the stuff they use, and I get to support a local farmer at the same time. Now, we got a couple different directions we can go here. I either go in this field across the way, and you do have to look both ways when crossing the tracks, or sometimes I just go straight and I see what I can find down there. But what I'm going to do first is go right over the hill. Maybe you can see these little dragonflies buzzing behind me. I don't think any of them are in frame right now, but damn, those boys are cool. Absolute mess down here. And this is somebody's former encampment at the very least. I'll clean up a lot of trash, typically with my bare hands, because you can trust most plastic water bottles. But when I see boxers and sleeping bag and weird stuff on the ground, there's no shot, absolutely zero, that I'm picking that up. So boom, first things first, plastic water bottle. Second things second, this is JT's ice cream, artificially flavored cookies and cream. Nasty, artificially flavored stuff too. Always comes in the worst environmental packaging you can think of. Oh, Florida Panthers hat. This would be a cool hat if it wasn't absolutely soiled. And oh my goodness, there's a little, look at this. There's a little bug crawling on there. Look at that little guy, right? Oh, very cool. And the throwback Panthers logo as well. I am a bit of a hockey guy, although the Panthers are my enemies, so don't like to see that. Happy to throw the hat out. If you're a Panthers fan, comment below and let me know why, because that Sam Bennett's a dirty player. But this too, Starry Lemon Lime. I've never actually heard of that flavor before. And there's a good bit of litter cleaned up. I could stay at this spot and realistically fill this full bag, but I want to take you around the way as well and see what we can find further down the tracks. Hit the other side of the tracks. If I need to go back for more litter, I will. But a big empty field like this is also a place that I always look to get to when I can, because the odds you find litter are extremely high, especially if I was doing some kind of massive cleanup. Field like this is a good spot. And immediately, right on the ground, Margaritaville gold shooter, just chilling underneath this banyan tree, which these things are fascinating, by the way. The seeds actually grow downwards. So moving through this underbrush pretty carefully. I hope there's not like poison ivy down in Florida, but you can never be too sure. But look at how this is growing downwards from the top of the tree. Banyan tree actually grows down and tries to put its roots in the ground, and that's how the tree ends up all droopy with all these different things, just because the roots grow from up in the tree in little nooks and crannies, and then they end up going down, and you end up with these big, expansive networks of tree, which is kind of what the banyan is famous for. So those seeds, I'm pretty sure they can infest. It's kind of creepy if you think about it. I'm pretty sure they can infest any tree and turn it into a banyan over time, just because invariably the banyan seeds will droop down and they'll try to kind of sneak around and expand the tree like some parasitic alien, is always what I think of. Now, continuing to walk along the tracks, plastic water bottle. As you're noticing, really 90% of the litter I find is either aluminum cans or plastic water bottles, and you do have the occasional food wrapper or something. It's always disgusting stuff. So much litter can be avoided if you just go outside and spend $20 on a Yeti, or even do what these people appear to be doing and get a little farming growing in the backyard, which that's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. But look here. Oh my goodness. This is the absolute graveyard of coronas. I could actually be here for months cleaning up all these coronas. We're going to start somewhere, but that is simply ridiculous. Sometimes you just stumble onto a place that has so much garbage all at once, you don't even really know what to do with it. I kind of wonder how long this stuff has all been out here for. There has to be at least 100 coronas in there. Kind of need to get out there, probably with the permission of the homeowner, get the job done. But hey, we cleaned most of the bag. Behind me there, some guy was kind of walking up to me, who went on his phone. It's like that meme where the two people approaching each other in like a lone place get on their phones. But I usually, when I'm not like in public, I don't love being approached when I'm cleaning up litter, because you just never know what kind of questions or whatever you're going to get. Especially, I mean, these railroad tracks, I wouldn't say they're sketchy, but definitely I had one particular sketchy encounter while cleaning litter on these railroad tracks. That is one thing to watch out for, is frankly, you can always find litter in areas that are perhaps a little less traditionally safe. So it does pay to keep your head on a swivel sometimes and just make sure you're all sorted and all taken care of. Otherwise, you might end up in a bad situation. Now, that a truly sketchy situation, cleaning up litter, has happened to me 2 times, cleaning up trash every day for 4.5 years. At the same time, it's never fun when one of those situations do happen, and if you're looking for trash in an area, it typically pays to go to a neighborhood that's a little less well taken care of, and those neighborhoods can be slightly sketchier than your average. So right back here on the other side of the tracks, we're gonna finish up this bag. This is, oh no, this is the 3,816th bag of trash I've cleaned, and you can do it a whole lot faster than me taking this video right now. If you wanted to with the grocery bag, you could have gotten out here in about 2.5 minutes, and you could have made a tangible impact for the planet around you, pulled all that plastic and nonsense out of the ground, and given more room for plants to grow, even in an urban area like this one. It's so simple. Conserving Earth and having a more beautiful planet is completely controlled by our choices. So thank you for coming with me on my bag of trash cleanup. If you like this video, let me know in the comments, and obviously subscribe if you like this sort of thing. I get out there every single day. I clean up litter. I try to be an appreciator of nature, and I get out to these beautiful spots and conserve them. So if you like it, obviously, subscribe, follow, go to the Instagram, which is at The Regrowth Project, and I really appreciate everyone who watched this. Thank you.